guys, and welcome back. This is video number 2 that I'm doing in this sequence of videos. So in the first video, what I did was focus on just your general face makeup and some, Livy says hello again, and some light contouring. Now one thing I did forget to do in my previous video, so I apologize, is I was talking about the other powder I used kind of to highlight in here and my nose. It is called Silver Rose. It is another translucid powder, just like the natural translucid powder that I used on my face. So with this one, again, I just hit the bottom to loosen it up and get it into the brush. And then I just go in here, and it's just for that a little bit of shimmer there. I also go back over my cheeks with it. I'm obsessed with shimmer. I'm sorry, guys. I will just apologize to you now, and I will continue because it's just going to keep happening. But just in there, I love it so much. It's so sparkly. I wonder if I turn this light off, if you guys can kind of... No, that doesn't work too well either. See it a little bit better, but then not so bright. But I love this so much. When you go to close these brushes, it's really cool. Livy's eating cheese, I'm sorry. What?
Can I?
Any of you who are parents, you totally understand what's going on right now. She has nothing to say. Can you what?
Can I play in my kitchen?
No, you cannot play in your kitchen. So her kitchen has been blocked off by Mr. Alien here. He was already in the shot, so we just decided to bring him all the way in the shot. It's the purple alien. So with these brushes, like I was saying, they're really awesome because when you go to put the lid back on to keep the bristles from just going out and getting ruined, you just kind of pull this up here. That way you can just slip that lid on, and there you go. You're locked in. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so big focus for this video is Smokey Eye. Everybody sees you. Smokey Eye eyeshadow. All right, so I'm not a huge eyeshadow person. When I do my eyeshadows, occasionally I will do something like really bright and bold. If I'm doing a bright and bold eyeshadow, I do not do a bright and bold lipstick for the most part, unless I'm just doing a video to show you guys. If I'm doing a bright and bold lipstick, I will be doing a lighter eyeshadow to no eyeshadow and just doing a winged liner. That is my favorite go-to, and I will just continue to do that. Okay, that's enough. All right, so for my Smokey Eye today, what I'm going to be using is Mulberry Shadow Sense, which is one that I mixed for my contouring in the previous video. I will be using this on my lid. I also use this on my eyebrows. Now when it's on my lid, because I do wind up blending it, the colors, you can't tell that the colors are the same color. They don't match exactly. So that's why I do that. The Mulberry kind of has a little bit of a reddish hint to it. I say that very loosely. But it does match my hair pretty well in my personal opinion. So I'm going to be using this on my lid, then on my eyebrows later. For my crease and to give this smoky look, I am going to be using Garnet. I don't like to do it really heavy. I use this sounds so unprofessional. I use this poofy eyeshadow brush when I go in to do my Smokey Eye because I don't like it super dark. Now, for the top of my eye, I am going to use the Pink Opal Shimmer. This is what I used on my cheekbone as well earlier, and I will blend all this together and give you a smoky eye. This is something I've been continuously working on myself. It hasn't been one of those natural things to come to me, so bear with me while I do this. So again, I love to use the back of my hand. They do make palettes that you can buy to put on your hand. I just haven't purchased one of those yet. I really just love the simplicity of using my hand. It's fantastic. All I have to do is just wash my hands when I'm finished. I don't have to stick something in the dishwasher with soap and water. So I am going to, yes. No, I can't. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna keep getting interrupted here. It was not intended. Olivia actually wound up staying home from school today. She slammed her finger in a chair.
In my troll's chair.
In her troll's chair. To interrupt myself. So I'm going to go in with Mulberry on my lid. I am using this little tiny eyeshadow brush. I love it. This is a firmer brush. So this is great for just getting it on there, and then we'll go back with the poofy eyeshadow brush later to blend in. So to go back to what I was saying, last week Livy slammed her finger in her troll's chair. She was trying to clean up our Legos. It was so sweet. She was doing so great with cleaning. And went to fold this chair and just completely slammed her finger in it. By the time I got to her, the chair was hanging off of her finger. And so it's just continued to swell. So we wound up keeping her home, taking her to urgent care, thinking that they were going to drain it. But they were actually going to have to burn a hole through her nail. So we opted out of that. We're just going to continue to ice it, and, you know, hopefully the swelling will go down. We've come to terms that she's going to lose that fingernail, though. It's absolutely terrible looking. Yes, ma'am. May I help you? Absolutely. So, going in here on my lid with Mulberry.
When are you gonna make this?
When we're finished.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Just really want my hot chocolate.
I know you want your hot chocolate. So, the hot chocolate that Libby is begging for is the hot chocolate that came in the Bout Betty's box today. Another shout out to Bout Betty's. You guys are just going to be in all of my videos. We got this awesome Oreo hot chocolate mix. I'm a little jealous that she's getting it, but there was no way I could say no to that either. So she's just been waiting for it to get a little darker and cooler outside so she can have that. All right, so I've got Mulberry on my lid. I love this color. It's just, you know, it's not too much. Like I said, I'm not huge on shadows. I don't think I've ever really had the patience to take the time to learn how to do eyeshadow well. So in me wanting to do tutorials for you guys, it is pushing me to learn more for you, which is awesome. I absolutely love it. So then I just wipe off the back of my hand. Hands make the best palette, you guys. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I am going to go in with a garnet. So the garnet is going to be the darker color that I'm going to use for my crease. This color's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's a little chocolatey. You know, you can lighten it up if you wish. You can use it as dark as you'd like as well. It is amazing. So here we go with the poofy brush. I think this name is going to stick for this brush. It is the poofy eyeshadow brush. I've named it. I like it. I'm going to copyright that. Copyright the poofy brush. All right, so I'm going to lightly dab the brush in the garnet shadow sense. I don't want too much because I don't want it to be too dark. So just lightly pat, pat, pat. And then I'm actually going to kind of get some of it off here. So what we're gonna do is take, excuse me, you need to go. You need to go right now. Libby's gonna knock my entire setup over. Get out. Go. Go, please. The real life of moms. I hope all you moms watching are enjoying this as well. Go. So, we're gonna go into the crease here, okay? So, I just go back and forth right here darken that crease. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to go in for a little bit more. You can always add a little bit at a time. It's a pain. I'm sure you guys know it is a pain to try to take away makeup or fix something that you've messed up when the rest of your face is done. It's awful. So go back in this crease, blend that in. Okay, now for the smoky effect, I feel like I'm quoting a lot of things tonight. For the smoky effect, I go in circles here. I like to blend as I'm applying. Now, with cream eyeshadows, and this is something that I'm having to learn along the way as well, once these kind of set in, you know, this is part of the Senegence line. So with these, it's budge proof, waterproof. Once it's dry, you're pretty much stuck there, which is a fantastic thing. You just got to be a little careful with your application, okay? So again, blend and apply at the same time with our poofy eyeshadow brush. And you can go as dark as you'd like with this. You know, if you're going out at night, you want to do something dramatic, make it darker. So, just a little bit here. Now, I am going to go back with the Pink Opal Shimmer and blend this in and lighten my lid some. I think I just put too much on, as I'm telling you guys to be careful. So what I'll do when I put too much on, I take the lighter color that I put up here and I just kind of blend it over a little bit more. All right, so there's that for now. Again, we're gonna go back in and blend it. It looks ridiculous. That's one thing with eyeshadow that I hate watching myself while I'm putting it on. But then I like the end result, so it's fine. That's all that matters, right, guys? So go in here, crease. And the biggest thing, I'm sure I've seen memes all over Facebook and the internet about this. When you get like one eye perfect with your winged liner and then your other eye is just like all over the place.
Mama, can I eat these candy canes?
You can have one candy cane, yes. Also, I suggest for those parents that are new out there, when you put candy canes on your tree, don't put it at the level where your kids can reach it. Biggest mistake I've ever made. Maybe not the biggest mistake, but we're having candy canes multiple times a day at this point. Olivia has become a pro candy cane opener. Isn't that right, Liv?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful with the camera. Be careful. Be careful. All right. So I'm going to go back in right here at the corner of my eye and kind of like go up. So I'm actually able to blend this a little more now. This is a cream to powder shadow. So sometimes once it's dry, you can kind of blend it a little bit more, but it's not going to budge too much with it being budge proof. This stuff is fantastic. Like if you're, I don't do this. I feel like I'm about 80 years old in a 29-year-old's body. But like if you're going out for the night with the girls or whatever you're doing, this makeup is amazing. You can sweat and it's not going to go anywhere and you're not going to look like you've been dancing and sweating all night, which is fantastic. So, all right, we've got that. So we have Mulberry on the lid. We're using Garnet for the crease and the Smokey Eye. So now I am going to go in with the Pink Opal Shimmer after I get my hand palette cleaned off here. So Pink Opal Shimmer, I'm going to go in here. I start on the inside, and I do work my way out, and I don't stop right when I get to this line. I want to overlap it a little bit because you do want it to blend. Make it as naturally unnatural looking as possible. You good in there, monkey? Yeah, okay. So for this, I have used the smaller poofy eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna move on to the bigger poofy eyeshadow brush. Now with these fluffier brushes, they're great for blending everything out, which is what I love. Blend, blend, blend. So you just want to go over that line a little bit that you had with your darker color, whatever it may be. In this case, we did use garnet. So you see here, you can tell the difference. So this is all me personally, I don't like having a ton of the smoky eye look over here in the corner of my eye. I really like when it's pretty minimal like this. And you have to remember too that I love wearing, again, eyeliner. So I'm going to have my eyeliner in here too, which will take away from some of this visually. And I'm just gonna go over it a little bit. Excuse me. Just a little tiny bit there. So again, we're gonna go back on this eye. I'm gonna have to get some more of this Pink Opal Shimmer onto my hand. Go over it a little tiny bit there. Kind of lighten it up a little bit. And then trying to get it even. I think it's pretty even. I tell you this too, when I do my makeup in the mornings, I talk to myself like this also. It's pretty funny. Olivia asked me, why are you talking to yourself, Mommy? I have to walk myself through it, okay? Don't judge me. All right. So I also, a newer thing that I've started doing that I really like, is I go back, and this is the brush I use. It's like a liner brush. This is the brush I use when I'm using Shadow Sense as an eyeliner. But what I like to do is I like to go in with the Pink Opal Shimmer also on the waterline of my eye to kind of give my eyes the effect of being a little bit larger than they are. My eyes are so tiny, and I wish I had huge eyes, but they're little. And that's okay, because we can give them the illusion of being a little bit larger. Try to at least. Big. You do have big eyes. You have pretty big blue eyes. Off the table, please. Thank you.
Why do you have little eyes?
Why do I have little eyes? Because that's just how I was made. With little tiny eyes. I mean, some people have smaller eyes than me, but...
Like babies have their small eyes.
Babies do have that small eyes. I really like this Pink Opal Shimmer. You know, if you put it on thick enough, it has that pink tone. And I'm sure it has something to do with my skin tone as well. But you can blend it in enough to where it's just shimmery.
I have a candy cane for you.
Yes, you have a candy cane. You gonna mail candy canes to everybody in the mail? You gonna share all of them?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't have enough.
Maybe. She doesn't think she has enough. So that is that. That is my Smokey Eye. It is something that
I only have 3.
I do still need to work on for sure. But practice makes perfect with everything. It's something I just need to make myself do a little bit more. But for a subtle Smokey Eye, I love it. I absolutely love it. These colors are fantastic. I will be putting pictures on the Facebook page once this is finished of the complete look in some better lighting because the shadow is a little too much. We're working on a ring light. It's going to happen. And a real backdrop, not a sheet. Everybody's got to start somewhere, right? Okay, so there is the Smokey Eye look. If you have any questions about anything with that, please put them in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and move on in this same video to doing my brows. Please get off of the table. To doing my brows. There is a winged liner tutorial on the page. I think I'm going to do a second one and do more of a dramatic winged liner, not so much the everyday winged liner that I wear. Kind of make it big. I saw a photo of somebody's full face Cinegents, and she was absolutely gorgeous. But she had a huge, I don't know if it was just her face shape, the size of her eyes that made it look so beautiful. I don't know if I can pull off a winged liner as big as she had, but I'm gonna try it. You don't know something until you try it. So like I said earlier, for my eyebrows, Mulberry again. Hello to Mulberry. Love this color. It just happened to work out when I made my first huge Cinegents order for myself. It goes with my hair. I love it, love it, love it. Now, I like using using Shadow Scents on my brows more so than the Brow Scents, just because I was not a huge fan of the brush it came with. Now, it doesn't mean I didn't like the product necessarily. I just did not like the applicator. I like brushes that are a little bit larger. And it was tiny. So I'm going in here and just following the shape of my brows, filling them in some. I don't have very, very thick eyebrows. So I like for them to look a little fuller than they actually are. Kind of go with that arch. I don't have a lot of brow hairs here in this arch, so I just have to kind of create it. And I just go down past the end of my brows just a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to look crazy. Who knows? Maybe people think I do look crazy. I don't know. It's fine. All right, so that one is finished. Please don't come over here. Please.
I'll be careful.
No, there's too much. Oh my gosh. Also, to all the parents that are watching. Leave any of your tips in the comments below on how to deal with 4-year-olds. Please and thank you.
Mama?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see me in the kitchen?
I cannot even hear you.
Can you see me in the kitchen?
Yeah, I see you in the kitchen. Lily's over here in her kitchen. A while ago, I gave up my closet so that she could have a walk-in kitchen. I think it was very nice of me. Alright, almost finished with this brow. little bit past.
I have candy canes.
Yes, you do have candy canes. Awesome. So once I finish mainly with my brows, I go back and try to make sure that it's even here. Not too close together, not too far past my actual eyebrows. Again, back to memes. I know y'all have seen those eyebrow memes. I don't want to be one of those eyebrow memes. So we're pretty even there. I try not to be too picky either.
Mama, I want to watch Ladybug.
Not right now, baby. Once we finish teaching everybody else our little tricks, we can watch some TV, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
We have to watch something that I want to watch.
We'll see. You're definitely not the boss. Let me have these candy canes, please. Thank you, ma'am. You have to, hey, you have to leave room for dinner, right? Right, everybody? Right, everybody say yes. Leave room for dinner. See, everybody said yes. And don't chew on the plastic, please. Thank you, ma'am. I feel like I need to change my name to Naggy McNaggerson. I feel like all I do is nag. Nag, nag, nag. Don't do this. Don't do that. All right. So there is that. I'm digging it so far. Things are coming together here. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So now, I think actually what I am going to do, because this video is getting a little long, I am going to go ahead and pause it here. That way if people didn't want to see this part, they can go ahead and skip over to the dramatic winged liner video. So again, thank you guys so much for coming in and watching my tutorial video. Any questions at all? Comments below. Definitely subscribe if you want to keep up with the videos, and give me a big thumbs up. See you guys in the next video.